Hey guys, welcome to the channel if you're new, welcome back if you're a subscriber. My name's Neil and it's time for another episode of Would I Lie to You? I have bad news, everybody. This will probably be my last Would I Lie to You reaction in quite a while. And that is because Endemol, the parent company that produces Would I Lie to You, doesn't seem to like my reactions being on YouTube. They have manually removed every Would I Lie to You reaction I've put up in the last month or so. I clear YouTube copyright checks, and then a couple of days later, once my episode goes up, Endemol manually flags it. And if you live in the UK or Australia or New Zealand, you won't be able to see my reactions. And guess what, guys? If you live in the UK or Australia or New Zealand, you make up about 80% of my audience. So there's very little point in my mind to continue with these reactions if they continually get flagged. I think that what I'm doing is fair use, that I'm not just re-airing broadcasts, that my reaction and my commentary is value added. I like to think that I'm exposing a new audience to this show that wouldn't otherwise have an opportunity to see Would I Lie to You, but that's my perspective, not the perspective of a bunch of lawyers at Endemol, and there's nothing I can really do to fight that. So I will probably not be doing any more Would I Lie to You reactions for a while. So this is the last one, and I've picked one with Bob Mortimer, because Bob Mortimer was kind of what started this whole journey for me in the first place. We are going to go to the Unseen Bits compilation from season 13. I know there's a Bob Mortimer bit in there. I suspect there will be other favorites of mine also having bits in this. I'm excited to see it, and I'm hoping at some point down the road, I have no idea when, but I'm hoping at some point down the road I can pick up this exploration of a great show, Would I Lie to You, and jump back in. But for now, let's just jump into this episode and have a good time and have a laugh. This is episode 10 of series 13 of Would I Lie to You.
Joining Lee Mack tonight, Bob Mortimer, Steph McGovern, Greg Davis,
Nice.
Alice Levine,
Nice.
Asim Chaudhry,
Nice.
Lucy Worsley, Dr. Ranj Singh, and Clare Balding. Joining David Mitchell tonight are Claudia Winkleman,
Nice.
Sue Johnston, Jay Blades, Liz Bonin, Victoria Corin Mitchell,
Nice.
and Greg James.
I once ruined a date when I punched myself in the face. We were doing party tricks, and she was doing all these kind of like, she's double jointed, and she was doing all this.
Be careful with this, because you've already admitted you punched yourself in the face.
Well, I can kind of do this punching thing, where like I don't actually punch myself, but I kind of like move with it, you know, like, but I still get the sound. It was like that, you know? It doesn't actually hurt, but
Wow.
it looks pretty good, right?
Certainly, if you're trying to impress a young lady on a first date.
Look at what a good puncher I am.
I kind of like forgot to move with it, because that's the whole thing, you move. I clipped my jaw and the side of my cheek started bleeding. She didn't realise this, but I could feel the blood filling up in my mouth. I went to the toilet, I went, hey, I'll be back a minute. Stopping, it was like my tongue and my mouth, and it was like literally pouring out of my mouth. Been in here for a while, she's gonna think I'm having a poo. And yeah, I was in there for at least around 15 minutes, it wasn't stopping. And then I just went home and I turned my phone off and I never saw her again.
You just ghosted her.
So a bill is coming.
Yeah, look, I'm sorry. I'm really...
Was she in touch with you to ask what happened?
Well, yeah, kind of, but I didn't reply.
Totally ghosted her.
David went for the more old school sort of wit and charm, no, let me get this.
Why? What had you dropped?
I was already besotted before we even went on the date. He could have punched himself in the face, I wouldn't mind.
I've actually got the taste of vomit in my mouth.
It seems ungentlemanly.
Yes.
It is. I'm very ashamed of it, and it was a long time ago. It was around 6 years ago. I would never do that again.
It's
so
got to be true.
Embarrassed about it. I think it must be true.
Yeah, it's got to be true. The party trick came to him quite quickly.
It was true.
Not a lot of people know this.
Which is handy for this game.
Including me. But I am a qualified dog masseur.
When it comes to dog massage, what is the qualification structure?
I've got a B.Tech. I went to my local further education college. I admit this was for a television programme.
What was the television programme?
It was well, it didn't happen.
You don't tell them it's not true.
No, I mean the TV.
Oh, the thing. He's just giving up. I think he's just going, oh, no, it didn't happen.
This is a lie.
Yeah, I just have to read this card out. I know it happened.
How do you massage a dog? Talk us through it.
Well,
Well,
thank you for that, firstly. It depends, obviously, what breed it is.
Alsatian.
Is it tattooed or just plain?
Plain.
are there tattooed Alsatians?
But some of them get tattooed now to up their street, you know. But
Their
the
street
owners
cred?
do it. Oh, this should be so simple. First thing is you'd have to do is assess the temperament
Every dog is
of the
different.
dog.
Yeah.
If the dog has a gentle, kind,
So,
Disposition, yeah.
you should and must start on the neck, at the nape of the neck, move round to the shoulders. If it's a bit testy, you start on its haunches, because it's weird, you might find this with your cats as well. The way...
That's a separate course, surely.
Is it on the floor? Where is it typically?
A massage table, it's wiped down, of course.
with a hole for its face.
Can I just say, this is very disrespectful, the way that you're all carrying on.
Have you got a dog?
No, I haven't. You separate their back, their fingers. I mean, no terminology is not
Pads.
great. Yeah.
Why would you know the terminology of... it was only a 3-month rush speaker. So the name for a dog's foot. That's advanced stuff.
You can drain their equivalent of the lymph system as well. Their lymph system is under their arm. I'm not wrong, I know it's not. Is it an arm?
Never mind complicated stuff like the arms and legs. Let's go back to the basics of the lymphatic system.
It's got to be a lie. It's got to be a lie.
Well, I think we think it's a lie.
What are you basing that on? I don't think you've thought enough about this.
No, it's a lie. It's
I
a
was
lie.
telling a lie.
Yeah.
My weekday breakfast regime is always as follows. Monday, cornflakes. Tuesday, cornflakes. Wednesday, cornflakes. Thursday, cornflakes. And on Friday, Jazzy cornflakes. It's cornflakes with chocolate milk. Oh. Friday is the day of treats, I'd say. It's a fun day because it's not actually the weekend, but by the time the weekend started, you're already disappointed by it. The anticipation of something nice happening is almost invariably nicer than the thing itself.
So Friday morning is peak for that feeling.
Yes, actually. Although increasingly, I now prefer Thursdays because you're looking forward to the Friday.
So why don't you put your milk in first and then put the...
Well, that's
Because
just
The reason is that I've literally never thought of it.
The David I know would say, they only get to Friday go, I better not take any risks.
He comes across as boring, but I don't think he's actually that boring.
I think he's more boring than that. I think chocolate milk is too exciting for him. It's a lie.
It is a lie.
Yeah. If he ever had Jazzy cornflakes, it would be by, like, putting a sliced strawberry on it.
After accidentally spilling red wine on my dress on the way to Ascot, I deliberately spilt more wine on it and pretended it was part of the pattern.
Where was the initial spillage?
In my lap. We were being driven to Royal Ascot and...
So it was just normal car wine.
And I couldn't turn back because I was meant to be presenting a trophy.
How did you put the wine
On?
In a straw.
You drink your wine with a straw.
Well, I was trying not to spill it on me, but it didn't work.
If you had been drinking the wine from a straw initially...
To try not to spill it on myself.
How did you spill it?
Unfortunately, didn't get the straw back into the bottle.
And now...
Listen, it doesn't reflect well on me. This is a day I would rather have forgotten.
It's sort of insane, but I want to say true.
What do you think?
It's true.
I refuse to believe that.
It's a lie.
Bravo. Well told. Well told.
I once taped over a rare recording of one of the Beatles' biggest hits. Reel to reel.
And it was given to you by a Beatle?
Yeah.
Which Beatle?
Paul.
1 in 4, wasn't it? And which Beatles song?
Love Me Do.
That was their first hit, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, so this is pre-fame. Was it the original lineup of the 4 that we know?
Yeah.
You're looking a bit worried, like I know a bit more about the Beatles than you're expecting.
Where did the taping over occur, Sue?
In my house.
In your house?
And you thought it was a blank tape?
No.
You knew?
Yeah.
Oh, you idiot. Why would you do that?
You can't do Paul McCartney, can you?
Not very well, no.
Do you feel bad that you taped over it?
Yeah, because I could have got a lot of money for it.
I've seen you in interviews, I've seen Paul McCartney in interviews, and he's never gone, you know that woman that was in Brookside? Same sort of love me do.
It's getting better.
You're right, maybe we would have heard more about it.
True. I think it's true.
Well, it was...
Yeah.
I once revived a tortoise by giving it the kiss of life. Well, I had a pet tortoise as a child.
Did he have a name?
Bob.
Bob the tortoise.
Bob the tortoise.
Which isn't a game for Halloween.
Yeah.
About that big.
Where was it from?
Standard tortoise.
What country?
From the shop. Of course, tortoises stop and don't do stuff, but it seemed a bit weird. Went out, had a look and thought, doesn't look quite right.
What was different about the way he looked?
He looked a bit dead.
Just been in to see your granddad. Holds him a little bit, and he looks a bit dead.
In the heat of the moment, I thought, I'm just going to give this a go.
Yeah.
So, turned him over, grabbed his little head.
Oh, definitely his head.
Blew a couple of times.
Blew into his sort of lolling mouth.
Into his mouth. And then his little legs started to move. He may not have been dead, but...
What I'm going to tell you is that if he subsequently moved, he wasn't dead. Is there a chance that he was always completely fine and you assaulted him?
Yep.
What do you think, Steve?
You flipped him on his back and you blew in his mouth.
I think it's a pack of nonsense.
Well, I don't think we believe it, do we?
I think it's true. I think it's true.
It was a lie.
I've been doing so far pretty well on this one.
This is the mug I use to silently signal to my wife if I think a tradesman is trustworthy or not.
David's team.
Can we have a...
Let's imagine for a moment that Alice is your wife and Bob is a tradesman.
I don't know if you've met my wife, Rob, it'd be easier to imagine Bob's my wife.
Oh!
Obviously, I'm very happy with you, my wife. So, I'm talking to my wife, do you mind?
Ding dong.
Oh, Rob Brydon's in the corner, he's losing it again. Hello?
I called earlier, by the way, knocked.
Yeah.
No one answered. I've come to repair your broadband. I believe you've been having some trouble with it.
Please, come in.
If you'd like to show me the central hub.
Under the television there.
That's OK. I am now taking my trousers off.
Are you going to introduce me?
I'm sorry, yes.
All right. I'll pull my trousers back up.
Yes.
What was your name, sorry?
I haven't given you a name. It's not company policy.
How much will it cost to fix it?
To fix that?
Yes.
To fix that, you need a completely new system. It's a disaster, Ed.
So how much are we talking?
£2,000. Yes, but I'll suck the internet out of that air like that with this new hub.
Oh, you mean you could do me a favour?
Yes.
Is this really Lee's mug that he uses?
No.
No.
I'm very happy to say no. We can kick it around a bit.
No.
It was, in fact, a lie.
Yeah.
The object in this box is on display in my bathroom, but I'm too scared to touch it. For that reason, David will now reveal it.
It's... Oh, OK.
Oh, OK.
I got it when I went on a course.
What course?
If you don't like spiders. And then that is your, like, party bags. Like party...
And how did you find out about this course? Where was it? I don't say on the web. I'm not going to accept that.
You go for this course, and then at the end, what they say...
Never mind the end. How does it start?
OK, welcome. That's how...
Oh, not literally out. Tell us the first thing they do to overcome the fear of spiders.
So they come in and...
No, you go back to the beginning bit again.
What's quite nice is that you're with other people who are scared of these little creatures, so you all find bonding, like, hi, I'm Claudia, I'm scared.
What do they do? And I'm only going to ask you one more time, Claudia. What do they do?
No, what they do. OK, good. I'll tell you what they said on the course, which was absolutely compelling, which was, you are not alone.
You're not alone. There are spiders everywhere.
Did they do sort of aversion therapy, perhaps, where you were confronted with spiders?
Yes, that's
yeah.
exactly what
Never
happened.
give them the answers.
We had to meet spiders.
Right.
Correct.
On this course, they say hello 13 times.
And then even when you get to the aversion therapy, it's still a form of hello because you get to meet some spiders.
Can you tell us one thing they did on the course?
Oh, we all had the most... We had a lovely lunch.
I think she did this and she's lying because she's an incredibly good liar.
What did they do?
One technique that they did. Anything.
We met them and we made
Did you
friends
get to
with
hold them?
And they were crawling on us and, like, being all cuddly and soft.
You're still scared of them?
Oh, yeah, I am still scared.
I mean, this has got to be the worst lie in the history of this programme.
If she's telling the truth, I'm not having it. Because she is contractually obliged to tell us something, as opposed to every question being answered with, hello, I just...
Just not having it. If I'd never met Claudia before, I'd be all over the lie,
It is
but...
totally true.
Yeah. Yeah. She's such a good liar. Such a good liar. Oh.
Thanks very much for watching. Good night.
Great episode. I got a Bob Mortimer. I got a Claudia Winkleman. There were appearances by Greg and Victoria. I'm happy. That's all you can ask for out of an episode of Would I Lie to You? And I feel like a couple of those moments have been recommended to me over the preceding months. I'm excited that I got to see them. I hope that there's a way in the future that I can react to this show more. I really do. I know a lot of you look forward to it on a weekly basis, and I don't like that I sort of have to put a pin in things for a while, but that seems to be necessary at the moment. I'll find a way to revisit this, guys. I really will. I don't know what that is. But I want to thank all of you, because there's a ton of Would I Lie to You fans out there who have been nothing but supportive and friendly and really great fans. Like I'm really glad to have found all of you by doing these reactions, and I will continue to react to other British programming. Don't worry. I'm not good at wrapping things up, I'm discovering. But until the next show, thank you guys so much. Take care, stay healthy, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.